What's up, Soul Tribe? It's your girl Dominique with Empathic Guidance, and I'm back with another video for you guys today. Alright, y'all. So, as y'all know, at my normal scheduled time to upload a video, I did upload a video which I chose to remove. It was just a video about plagiarism. It was a video that I was venting because I'm a little bit frustrated at a particular person kind of duplicating my content. I had a chance to calm down and I really said, you know what, it's not even worth addressing it. I know and that person know what's going on. I got really good encouraging words from spiritual people that watch my channel as well as in my personal life, give me advice, that I give them advice, and that I just really view as friends. And you know, they really gave me a pep talk about it. And honestly, that is literally what you sign up for when you want to become an influencer. So at the end of the day, whether I'm speaking on another influencer or not, and that's the person that I feel is compromising or plagiarizing my intelligent material, I'm gonna just forgive the situation. There's no need for me to expose. There's no need for me to name drop. At the end of the day, it's a frustrating ordeal, but at the end of the day, this is what I signed up for. Of course, I do sign up to support and help people, and honestly, I would hope and wish that everybody has that same type of morale. But at the end of the day, I know that narcissism, that our world is plagued by narcissism. And one of the hugest things that narcissists do is take people's intelligent material, steal it, put their name on it, and take credit for it. So I completely understand that it's a lot of people out here that want to claim that they're an empath, that want to claim that they have empathy, but their actions show exactly opposite of that. So at the end of the day, what I'm going to view this person as and what I'm going to view their actions as is somebody that's narcissistic. And so with that being said, there's no need for me to address it, because regardless of what, that person is not going to see what they're doing as wrong. They're going to see things as fair game, the fair use law of YouTube, which of course I would never report a video and say, hey, this person's copying off of me, because I know I can't do that. But I would just expect the person to have more morals than that. And since that person doesn't, then I'm just going to deem them not even on my level. And I'm not going to stoop to their level either. So exposure and things of that nature for people's entertainment definitely will not happen on this channel. You know, I'm not going to even raise any further awareness to it, because at the end of the day, with my intuition is telling me, and I know my intuition is popping, y'all know my intuition is popping too, because I be doing all of y'all readings, and y'all all know that either I'm predicting what's gonna happen or I'm telling you what's going on right now in your life. So when it comes down to my own life, and when it comes down to people that is in my energy field, which obviously this person is in my energy field simply for the fact that they watch my videos and they regurgitate my videos and they put their name on my content and they sell it to an audience in which this audience believes that it's actually their intelligent information. And it's not. It's mine, and eventually every single thing that's done in confusion will be illuminated. Every single thing that's done in the dark will come to light. Every single thing that's done by moonlight will have the sun shone on it. So I don't need to threaten, I don't need to expose, I don't need to reach out firsthand, because honestly, if this person wanted to collaborate or they looked up to me in any kind of way, they can simply say that. We could simply collab because we only a state away from each other, but they choose to do things dirtily. So credibility as an empath, that's a no. I would never believe that that person is an empath, because honestly, empaths don't do shit like that. We honestly consider other people's feelings, emotions, mental well-being, spiritual and energetic well-being before we do something. And it's clear that this person is doing something to hurt another person for her own gain, for her own popularity, clout, whatever it is, why ever she does this. But the reason why I do it is to simply raise awareness and to actually help people, see things that's hurting them and shift their paradigm and find a solution to actually help themselves. So maybe we got a whole different cause going on, sis, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to do what I first planned on doing, especially after talking to people that I genuinely look up to that have advised me against that. So I'm just going to close that topic up, and I'm going to get into the topic that was meant to be addressed at this time. And it's how to know if you were raised by a narcissistic parent. And before I start bringing out signs of that actual narcissistic parent, I am going to bring out some qualities that you may have picked up by being raised by this narcissistic parent. And here's a couple of things. Here's a couple of signs. I don't even know why I had to write this down, because I really know off the top of my head. But honestly, here's some signs to know if you were raised by a narcissistic parent. Most of the time, you will be somewhat of codependent or a people pleaser, way too affectionate to strangers. You will isolate yourself a lot. Too nice, I already said that, too nice and too nurturing to people that you don't know. That's a huge problem, and that's exactly why a lot of people that were raised by narcissists are actually plagued by that narcissistic energy for the rest of their life, because essentially narcissists can sniff out if you've already been exposed to that type of dynamic, especially growing up. So when you have had a narcissistic parent, just like being in a relationship with one, that person will always make you feel inadequate. They will always make you feel as though you're not enough, you don't do enough, you're not smart enough of a child. In addition to a whole lot of other things, like they do a lot of the gaslighting and triangulation that a narcissistic partner would do. So in a sense, narcissistic parents will have like a favorite child, and then they'll have a least favorite child, and that's exactly, they triangulate and kind of turn those two siblings against each other in a way where you have one child either thriving to be like that favorite, or you just have two siblings that grow up absolutely hating each other. And they do that happily, because just like anybody else, they get supply off of the fact that they're able to turn two people that should be loving each other against each other. So the being too nice to people that you don't know, that's that empath. That's the whole empath, I want to say, that's the whole empath thing. Normally we're way too friendly. We open up way too easily. We allow people to open up to us way too easily. We listen to everybody's problems. We get way too invested in everybody's problems, because essentially as empaths or codependents, we don't want anybody to have to feel the way that we've been raised to feel by our narcissistic parent. Ergo, we'll do any and everything that we can in order to show the people the love that we didn't receive, which is why most of the time when you were raised by a narcissistic parent, you end up in a lot of, like I said, unrequited love situations, because you put your all into it, or whatever it is that you have been wishing and longing to receive. You will notice over time that that's how much effort you put into things to no avail. People that have been raised by narcissists typically don't have healthy boundaries. I feel like empaths that have been raised by narcissists, or codependents that have been raised by narcissists, they literally try to implement the exact opposite of what their parents were in order to attract the opposite. And in a sense, they attract the same. So being the opposite of what your parents are is just attracting what they are, because essentially narcissistic people are drawn to that light that they do not have. So I'm trying to think. I didn't write that much stuff down because really I know. But here's some signs from the parents end that you've been raised by a narcissist. Some of the things that they say, like I said, they'll triangulate you and your siblings. They'll play favoritism to one child and dislike another. They will exclude that child. Typically, like I said, the codependent or the empath child, that they see that inner light within. They're the type of parents that would try to hold you back. Either they're super controlling over you, or they're super controlling over you because they always want to keep you under their thumb, or they ignore the hell out of you. Like they act as though you don't even exist. So either you're going to get one spectrum or the other, but it's both extremities. Like, not just allowing you to be independent, but really, 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 really ignoring you. And like I said, the empath or codependent children, either they get no attention or they get a lot of negative attention from their parents, a lot of negative criticisms. You will see, like, when you watch things like pageant shows, or that type of stuff that come on MTV, toddlers and tiaras and stuff like that, all that little stuff where kids have to perform and the parents are there and they acting like stage moms. That's like very much narcissistic traits. Those type of parents, narcissistic parents, mothers and fathers, particularly mothers. I'm aiming this towards mothers because my mother is narcissistic. Specifically, narcissistic mothers are considered like stage moms. Either they want to live vicariously through you. They try to force and push you to do things that they always wanted to do, even if you have absolutely no interest in it. It's like, okay, I was interested in it, I didn't get to do it, so I want you to do it. Or they would try to hold you back from your dreams and aspirations because they don't want you to exceed what it is that they've accomplished in life, because a lot of them are self-centered. So either they want the accolades or attention from having this great, above and beyond grandiose child, or they hold you back so that they can be the main source of attention, because some of them don't want their kids to do well. Some of them feel like if their child does well, their child would never need them again. And at the end of the day, the narcissist needs to always feel needed, and they always need people around. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, they find out whatever it is that you are insecure about, and they play on that and they magnify that to the 10th power. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's your height, if you are too tall or too short, if you got big feet, if you too skinny, if you too fat, if you got the type of hair that you don't want, if you got, like, I got this toucan Sam nose that I don't like. My mama never said nothing about my nose, but really, my mama never said nothing about my looks, and it's probably because I'm good looking like her. But the things that she would do, the things that she would try to play on, is like she'll try to hold me back from success, and then she'll talk about how I'm not shit because I'm not as successful as I should be. You know what I'm saying? Like those type of things, like things that is not necessarily in your control. And I believe when I was a younger age, it used to bother me, especially hearing like, you're a failure, or I should have known that you would disappoint me, you've always been a disappointment, or just words like that, words that would absolutely like traumatize a young child and make them believe and like program them to think that they're less than, you know what I'm saying, so that they don't even try, they don't even try to elevate, or they don't even try to grow in life, or like do their best, or achieve, like really, really try their best to achieve, because they've been programmed by their own parents that they don't have what it takes to achieve what it is that they want to achieve in life. So I'm trying to think of some more things, but really that's the brunt of signs that, some of them can be really physically abusive. And again, that kind of ties in with your parent being, that narcissistic parent being actually jealous of their children, especially if they have like that golden child that, they have a lot of different talents. They have a lot of different people that praise them and look up to them. A narcissist doesn't like that. Even if that child is a derivative of them, they still can't handle them having the attention that they want for themselves. So a lot of this I dealt with myself, the physical abuse. My mom constantly held me back because she didn't want to see me be more successful or more happy than her, or just being happier when I was in a negative place. That way I would need her. She said a lot of things that bothered me at, growing up. But at the same time, it's like once I became an adult and she tried the same shit on me, it was just kind of like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not shit until I come back and shit on your ass. Like, I don't know. But after a while, you'll just start to notice that a narcissist, they just weak individuals that's seeking out strength by weakening other people. And you will stop caring as much what they have to say, because you really realize that what they saying about you is just a projection of how they feel about themselves on the inside. They feel inadequate. That's why they try to make you feel inadequate. They feel like they're not smart enough. That's why they try to make you feel like you're not smart enough. All their life they've been getting attention, or all the attention. So when you grow up and you are finding yourself and people are resonating with you, they can't take that. When you try to speak on things that you are accomplishing, just like anybody talks to their parents about, Mom, guess what? This happened, blah, blah, blah. I'm so happy. They will literally cut you off. It could be over the stupidest shit. Like, look at that squirrel running up a tree, because they don't even want to hear you talk about your accolades at all. Why? Because. And then in addition to me having a narcissistic mother, she had the nerve to be a Leo, when Leos are just by default fucking narcissists to me, because they want so much attention that nobody else fucking matters but them. So that's just like a double whammy. And no offense to the Leos that don't fucking act like that, but everybody knows the majority of y'all ass is attention seeking as hell. But those are just some of the things that can be detrimental. Like I said, the physical abuse, the mental downplays, the emotional downplays. It's just a lot of different factors, but those are just a few things that if you were actually raised by a narcissistic mother, you would kind of recognize within yourself and within that person. And yes, it's many other things that could determine that. So if these things aren't it, but you still suspect that your mother is a narcissist, I would definitely talk to a professional about it. Even if you still in high school or something, definitely seek counseling from a school counselor to actually find out more about narcissistic abuse, because just realize that this stuff starts at a young age and it affects the way you view relationships, friendships, trust, everything. It's extremely damaging and traumatic, and that's the reason why it can cause PTSD as well as borderline personality disorder. So, just be aware. Just try to recondition your mind, especially from whatever narcissist, whether it's one that you were raised by or one that you dated. Just try to shake off what they said and reprogram your mind, because everything that they do and say is literally to lift them own selves up, and they literally lift them own selves up by bringing other people down. So don't let them succeed in doing that. Stay strong, stay centered, stay walking in your authenticity, like I said, and I always will say. And this person won't have no choice but to back up, even if it is your mom. And if you are a kid, seek help outside of that. And I know it's difficult to find help when you're a minor, but yeah, just seek some type of counsel and learn how to diffuse it, which is hard to do. But as an adult, it's a little bit easier, because you have a choice and what you do, where you go, where you stay, and who you associate with. So once you have been exposed to narcissism and you feel like it's having a negative effect on your adult life, your relationships, and the way that you process things when it comes down to your social life or just your normal everyday living, seek help, seek counseling, talk to a trauma specialist, receive talk counsel, which is what I offer every Monday and Wednesday. I'm trying to build a mentorship program called Hurt People Help People, and it's for survivors of narcissistic abuse. And so, you know, again, I want us to all band together, help each other, tell our testimonies, as well as share what it is that helped and allowed us to be able to get over what it is that we all been exposed to and accustomed to, and the ways that it has hindered us, and the ways that we have healed from it, and how we've healed from it. So I would definitely love to do that, you guys. So let's try to build it. Let's try to build that separate little soul tribe outside of that, of hurt people that heal people, okay? Because that's what mission I'm on in this lifetime. And I will check you guys out on the next video. Till next time.